back to Linda's Pantry. So today, by popular request, including my husband, I'm going to make another freezer meal for the crock pot. And so I'm doing all the prep work for him. So all he has to do is thaw it out the night before and put it in that crock pot. And he's got dinner waiting for him after a long day at work. So if this inspires you, and I hope it does, those of you that have been requesting these are easy to do. It breaks up the chore, and for him, it's no chore because I've already seasoned it, I've already cut up everything, and it's all ready to go. So if this inspires you, go down in that description box below and check out my Wild Tree website, as well as my Facebook page. You can go visit me over there. And if you're interested in a sun oven, go ahead and contact me about that one. I'll get you free shipping. Come on, let's go do some crock pot prep ahead work. All right, guys, I am so glad you stayed for this because it's a very simple thing to do, but it is time consuming, chopping up all the veggies and getting the pork ready and seasoning it, and we don't always have time for that. So if you break up the chore and do a bunch in one day and put them in the freezer, you're ready to go. All you have to do is thaw it out. So I've got a beautiful pork tenderloin right here, and I'm gonna get some of this cleaned up. I'm just gonna clean up some of this fat and silver skin that I don't want on there. And actually a little bit of fat would not hurt just because it's so lean. But we're trying to eat better. So the leaner the better. Once I get this cleaned off, then I'm gonna slice it up into strips as best I can. It's better if you've got it kind of partially frozen, really, really cold. The meat's real tight, and it's a lot easier to cut up. Chicken, same way. So I might pop this in the freezer for 20 minutes or so to make good fast work of this, but I don't know. I don't think so. I just want to get this done. So I'm going to go ahead. My knife's really sharp, so it's going to do fine. And so you're going to get that skinny end. You don't have to really do anything to those pieces. But as soon as they start getting fatter, I want to cut them into strips. And we'll just keep working till we get this all cut up into strips. And that way my husband doesn't have to do it, because I can tell you, he won't. All right, so guys, now what we've got, everything is chopped up and ready to go. We're ready to start bagging this meal up. So I've got 2 freezer Ziploc bags. And the reason I do 2, first off, it's doubly sealed against the freezer burn. And also, it's not going to be in there that long, but also I can slide the recipe instructions down in between the 2 bags, and I'll show you that in a second, just like I did in the other video. So I need some liquid. I want to put down some liquid for this to kind of braise in, if you will. The vegetables are all going to break down too, though. So I've got about a cup of chicken stock. And you could use beef stock. You could use whatever you want. I also have a jar of homemade salsa that Michael loves, and it'll just help flavor this even further. So I want a cup of that. Give it a little bit of flair. And I'm not claiming this to be authentic Mexican food. I'm just claiming that we really enjoy this recipe, and it just is easy to do. So now that we've kind of got our liquid down in here, I just kind of smush that up. Now my spices have somewhere to go. It's pretty straightforward, simple spices. I'm going to do, wrong side. I'm going to do a tablespoon, a heaping tablespoon of chili powder. Done. And I've got Wild Tree's fajita seasoning, and it's really good. You can buy packaged fajita seasoning. I just choose not to have preservatives. If I can possibly manage it, I choose no preservatives, and this is preservative free. It's actually, let's see, what's that recipe? Oh, this is fajitas too. The ingredients is chili powder, cumin, sea salt, lime juice powder, onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, oregano, vegetable fiber. So it's all there. All I'm doing is utilizing it, and there's no preservatives in there, no chemicals. And then I'm going to kind of rinse off my little measuring spoon there. So I don't lose out on any of that flavor. And then mush it up again. I'm not going to salt this. There's a little bit of salt in here, and we try to do as low a sodium as possible. So and then you just start dropping your veggies in. I've got one yellow onion, or wherever they land. One yellow onion, some not quite a whole green pepper, red pepper, and orange pepper, and yellow pepper. I took one cheek off of each one of them so I can have a little fajita tonight myself. So you've got all the peppers, the colors are beautiful, and then this is a sliced poblano to give a different flavor down in there, and I wanted to, it also will have a little bit different texture. These peppers are going to break down and just be so tender and delicious that you're going to be super excited to taste it. Okay, and then 3 big garlic cloves. And this is local garlic that I got at the farmer's market. It's fabulous. And now we're almost done. All we have to do is put the meat in there. Let's get this out of the way, and we'll get the meat in. And this little crock pot meal is ready to go. And I'm not going to put all this meat in here because I want a little fajita myself. So I'll leave out a couple ounces for me. And there you go. That's as easy as that is. Let's wash my hands. And get that bag sealed up. And I just made dinner for my husband, and he doesn't even know it. He's gonna love this stuff. Such a great recipe, and it's super easy. It's just the ingredients, because there's so much flavor in the peppers and onions and the seasonings. Okay, I'm gonna squeeze out as much of the air out of the bottom, the inside bag. The outside one, it doesn't matter as much, but I still try. And then I've just put in my written instructions on what he needs to do, and so he knows what it is in the freezer. You can figure out if he's in the mood for fajitas or not. Or the next freezer meal. I do freezer meal workshops all the time, and usually it's for 10 recipes at a time, but you get 10 meals, 2 weeks worth of food out of the way for a family of 4 to 6. And if any of you guys are interested in doing that, I'd be happy to get you started on that. We could do it without me actually being there. I could email you the full instructions, your shopping list, your prep list, and if you wanted my help personally, we could Skype it. So let me put my little bit of pork away. I've got my bell peppers and everything sitting over here waiting. So I hope this inspires you to maybe prep ahead some meals for yourself and your family that will save you time in the long run, and maybe keep you from stopping at that drive-through and picking up something that isn't quite as healthy or as reasonably priced, because this was very inexpensive to put together. And he'll have dinner, either him and his dad will have dinner for a couple of days, or he'll have dinner and lunch for a couple of days. So always good. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. God bless.